Okay. Okay. That's a reference, by the way. You guys know that reference? I think I've told you or showed it to you before, but snaps fingers. Okay. What's that from? It's from a cartoon. Phineas and Ferb.
Call me Captain Weber. Okay. Call me Captain Weber.
Okay.
Okay. You two, take care of my beach now.
Okay.
Okay. And watch out for Nosy.
Okay.
Okay.
For some reason, that guy just always snaps his fingers and says, okay. Okay. We need money. We need to build forts. I hate this. We've got this big, glaring, open area here that, while we're very, very protected by our 3 marches to the north that have been a bit unruly lately, we're very protected, but this is all, like, really exposed to rebels. I was also made aware of a really interesting thing we're going to probably run into later today. So you know how you can keep on centralizing state, and every time you centralize state, it makes it cheaper to centralize state? Well, apparently, Paradox never assumed that that would be a thing. And they also assumed that you would never be able to get centralized state to at least negative 100% cost. And apparently, if you centralize state more than 10 times, you gain admin points. So, let's work toward that. That sounds great. Okay. Right, so do we want to just dive right into this war with the Venetians, or do we want to do some other stuff first? We got some favors with Hungary. We got to return some more stuff to Serbia. I've been kind of chilling on it a bit because Serbia is, well, they're the one that's been the most disloyal, I feel like. We're not diverting trade from them. They're downstream, though, so that's fine. $34 favors from Belgrade. That's a big one. That is a big, big one. 23 dev. And then there were 2. Only 10 more total dev. Which would normally cost 30 favors, should only cost 15. So we're gonna have to keep building that up for a little bit longer. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. I'm gonna need to curry favors with Hungary, and also we want to keep on supporting our heir in Poland, because why not? Cossack aggression. Moving quickly by boat or on horseback. Blah, 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 blah. Cossack's estate is also theoretically causing a disaster, so that's concerning. We're gonna have to do this click, probably. Also, military points. That's nice. Does the return course still cost the same in BT as in vanilla? In vanilla, it costs 3 favors per development. Because of Beyond Typus cutting the value of all development in half, and the cost of all development in half, I was the one who basically presented a bug report and said it's too expensive to use the return favor mechanic, and they updated it. So it only costs 1.5 favors per dev, which is what it should cost. Okay. Currying favor with Poland? Yeah, we want favor with Poland too. We want both. We're doing both. We do need to improve relations with Hungary, though. He's kind of low at 96.
It's just the rebels, sir.
It's just the rebels, sir.
They're here.
We are sort of just chilling with mostly mercs. We've got these special merc companies from something called the Varangian Elite. The Varangian, oh, yeah, the Palace cards are available again. These guys are special because they cost no force limit. However, they do cost professionalism to hire, and we are starting to build up professionalism now. So I don't know if we're ever going to rehire them. Just for that extra Phantom 5 force limit. Does Liberty Desire from Dev also halved? I think yes. I haven't personally checked in, like, that it finds. But the reason we're struggling to keep these marches loyal is because I'm overextended and they're huge. They're just damn huge. This guy's got 203 devs. Serbia's got 168. Albania's only got 45, but like altogether, they almost have the same amount of dev I do. It's a lot of subject dev. What is it, Sebastian? Just arranging matches. I love you guys. I love the fact that I can just continuously make Eddie Izzard references, and you guys will pick it up where I left off. Fierce modifiers, 100% extra liberty desire from dev at less than 20%. Yeah, so if it's your first time playing BT in this beta version, and you're used to going low on crown land, I strongly advise that you do not go below 20% crown land. And I also strongly advise that you attempt to stay above 30, which feels really weird to me because no effect. Like, the penalties are just so big though. You don't want it. Wow, we may have accidentally supported our heir a bit too much. Never mind. Holy crap, dude. Naples, how did you get to 78 support? Like, legit, like, how did you do that? I think he's hacking. You can only ever, if you're not Poland directly, you can only ever get 1 support per month on every monthly tick. They've got only a 14% chance per month. We have a 30% chance per month. How do they get ahead of us by that much? No, if their Diplo rep were massive, they'd have a higher monthly chance than we do. They must have just had the Diplomat doing it for 2 decades or something. Yeah, Diplo rep strongly influences it, but you can see right in the tooltip every country's chance to gain support. Can they use favors? No, Poland can spend prestige to increase the claim strength of their heir. But every other country just has to do it via the support heir diplomatic action.
It's just the rebels, sir.
Unless I'm crazy and they added some new favor. I don't think so. It's just the rebels. Yeah. Not sure why I have China music on. This disaster is very concerning. So somehow I need to get rid of my overextension, which will all be done by September of next year. Oh, September of 2 years from now. So that's going to take a while. We need a random event that makes the nobles happy so I can revoke something. Otherwise, we're probably going to have this disaster. Whoopsie. I could maybe intentionally... Oh, never mind. We already have low trade income, -5. All right, let's re-add these up, see what we're actually at. 10 plus 6.6 plus 5 plus 5 plus -5 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5. Oops, that was a 2. That 3. Alright, so it was at 10, and then I did the 5 after it. Okay, so plus another 5. 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 Plus another 10. Plus another 5. Plus another 5. Plus another 10. Plus another 5. Plus another 10. Count us at 111.6. Unless I messed the math up, which is totally possible. If I can get rid of supremacy over the crown, then they'll be down to 101. And for sure, the disaster is firing in where is it? 20.5 divided by 1.5. We have 14 months. So we're in the 8th month. So it's going to fire in the 10th month of next year. October of next year. Does the privilege go away? The call diet go away before that? Does not, because we're in the 11th month of next year. Crap. Off by 1 month. They might slow down from 1.5 per month, though, if they get above 40 loyalty. I just fixed this mess. I just got Crown Land above 30, but I might need to consider selling land. Selling land solves a bunch of problems. It lets me get them above 40, so they only progress at 1 per month. It lets me potentially revoke something from the nobles. Because the nobles are trending up. If they get to like 82%, then I can sell titles and probably seize Primacy of the Crown. We'll see. Might have to do that. Can we speedrun the 10 less influence mission? I looked at that. Unfortunately, that requires us to have 50% crown land, which that's not possible. Every time we do development, the nobles are pretty much the only one losing crown land. Pretty sure I turned on things with all of them. Let's see. So the nobles have nothing. The burghers have this. Does not lose crown land share from developing provinces. And not lose crown land share when developing provinces. You know how, like, when you click this, it tells you how much each estate's going to gain, and when you seize, it tells you how much each estate's going to lose. Wouldn't it be nice if when you click the dev button, it told you how much each estate's going to gain? You didn't have to, like, look through all the privileges and try to find which estate. You know? Oh, interesting. I turned on expand the fortifications. So, wait, did I turn it on with every estate? What happens if you turn it on with every estate? Do you just not gain crown land when you do dev? Funny. I think I revoked the clergy thing. Alright, so every time we dev, we're taking away crown land from the clergy. Ba-ba-bum. Realistically, the only place I can safely dev is the capital because crown land is such a problem. Sorry, not crown land, governing capacity is such a problem. But part of the reason why I was pushing the country so hard yesterday is that I know that as soon as we get to Purple Phoenix mission, everything will change. Just like look at this again. Reform modifier. This is a tier 1 government reform that gives monthly autonomy change negative 0.05. Right now, we have a monthly autonomy 0.05 positive from Byzantine autocracy. So we're going to lose 0.1 monthly autonomy. We're going to lose the monthly reform progress penalty. And most importantly, governing capacity plus 200. Almost every single country in the game that had like increased governing capacity or governing capacity multiplier, stuff like that, almost all of them got nerfed hard by Herbivore. But for whatever reason, probably because Byzantium's Byzantium and it's, you know, everyone's favorite country or something. It's one of the few tags that still has a massive bonus to governing capacity just from government reform. So going from 200 base to like, we're going to go from 300 to 500. It's going to fix a lot of our problems. Oh yeah, that's another thing that happened. So I wanted to just... So we've elected our ruler twice using support error. So some interesting weird sort of stuff happened. So Poland immediately took the union over Lithuania like 1 year into the game. But since then, they've been ruled by an Orthodox Greek man. And somehow, despite Poland being Catholic, this Orthodox Greek man is the emperor of the HRE. Yeah. So we got, it's pretty cursed. There's no practical effect. The fact that the ruler culture and religion is different than the country culture and religion doesn't really matter too much. There are some events that might flip him to Polish. There's a small chance, I think there's a random culture event that can happen where if the culture of the ruler is different, like you make their primary culture accepted and then like it can randomly, like there could randomly be Greek provinces in Poland. It'd be hilarious. Yeah, Mistral, it is nice how it shows that at the bottom of the tooltip, the peace deal screen. However, I think that should be moved to the top. It shouldn't be the very, very bottom because it's very easy to overlook. And you might not realize that the peace deal that you just spent tons of war score and tons of effort trying to secure is going to result in you losing 3 or 4% crown land somehow, and then you're going to destroy your governing capacity and stuff. Anyway, top priority for me right now is to resolve this plutocratic coup, if possible. But again, like, just for reference, if you're afraid of, like, disasters, when I did my Ryukyu World Conquest, I intentionally triggered the nobility plutocratic coup within the first, like, 10 years of the game, and had it active for well over 100 years. I just sat in the disaster. So, whatever. Like, it's not a big deal. Yeah, it's sort of annoying. Big red flags are scary, but like, it doesn't really matter that much. We do have a little tiny bit of land force limit, and we have access to artillery. I think that even though I really do want to get to 50 crown land in order to get the mission turned in, I think as soon as we get to 35 crown land, I am going to grant the privilege either start granting out these things, or at least grant out the 5 crown land needed to establish the Cossacks. I just feel like we're really missing out on something fun and strong. I could have 7% of land force limit right now as the Cossacks, which wouldn't be very much. 23 times 407, it'd only be like 2 troops probably, but 2 Cossack cav. Off the top of my head, they have like 10% shock damage dealt, or maybe it's morale damage dealt. But Cossack cav with like 35% cav combat ability. Once the Cossacks aren't pissed, they're gonna be brutally strong, you know? Yeah, okay, so Neander's on the exact same page as me then. Our new trade guy. Oh, it said 15% shock damage in the tooltip there? You know I can't read. They get 15% bonus shock damage. That's insane. So, in vanilla, if we were on tech, whatever we're on right now, what would the numbers be? We're on tech 7, so we would have just unlocked artillery. I believe at this tech, you're usually at like, what, 1.25 tactics. And morale of armies is at like 3 or 4, I think it's at 4 base around tech 9. Is it 3 base at like tech 6, if I remember correctly. The reason I always say I can't read is because, like, I could take the time to, like, actually read things on the screen, but every time I, like, try imagining, like, you're driving down the road and you're trying to drive the car while also having a conversation with your passenger while also keeping an eye on the kids in the back seat. Like, I'm just multitasking, you know? Like, I'm trying to read. Instead of reading what was on the screen, I read your comment that it's on the screen because I'm reading chat, you know? It's just a multitask problem. Plus, I'm nauseous. Don't go easy on me. Are you the passenger or the kids? Both. Sometimes you're in the back seat. Depends. Griswell, thank you for your sub. 54 months. Blubbership, by the way. And Riker and Plutoki for subs of the day. Yeah, so if we were in vanilla, I think, let's just actually look it up. I'm very curious to see how much stronger they made Cav. EU4, cavalry, shock modifier. It's actually technology that I care about. Military technology, please. Alright, so military tech. Naval tech. Alright, so here's the cumulative military stuff. So, on tech 7, in global, cavalry should have plus 1.2. They don't go from 0.8 to 1.8, right? They only gain 0.2. I think they're only supposed to be at like 1.2 shock value right now. And then on Tech 8, they go to 2.0. Instead, they have 3. Which is a little bit more than 1.2. So if we had 3 shock value with 15% increased shock damage, obviously 3 times 1.2, 1.15, I mean, it's just, it's like winged hussar level good, you know? And that's before factoring in, when the Cossacks aren't mad, they give cav combat ability. We're at like 135% cav combat ability as well. We got that going for us, which is nice. Got this massive fleet of galleys that I don't want. I had built a bunch of extra transports because I wanted to be able to move this merc stack around, but I think we're going to start moving away from it. Even though it's a special one that can be drilled, didn't cost professionalism to hire, etc., etc. We do need to utilize actual manpower to progress. Merc stacks just they don't offer enough eventually. Let's go with a nice little 8 ducat infantry, I think. Did we get the naval force limit we needed? Yeah, I did this really difficult maneuver where I updated the mod and then loaded the game, and we suddenly had more. And so we just turned the mission in, and now we're done. That was cool. Pretty neat. Still have the icon of Christ, which is fine. Five more dev in the capital gets us to 60, and we can expand infrastructure for the 3rd time. Making 5.0 something points in development points a month. We're running 2 admin clicks, 2 diplo clicks, no mill clicks. This is also a dip and a mill click, though. We're kind of slow on military point generation at the moment. I made the mistake of focusing admin, thinking I was going to go for an administrative ID group, and then immediately going aristocratic. So, what can you do? Ba-ba-bum.
It's just the rebels, sir.
They're here.
They're here.
I need to do something about these excess transports. Another age bonus. And the era is ending in about 15 years. Might be about the time that we want to turn on Golden Era. I've intentionally delayed it by about 30-40 years in this run. That monthly autonomy 0.05 would help a lot, too. Yeah, why not? Let's just turn it on now. I was talking to Harb, and out of nowhere, this is the thing. He's like, I buffed aristocratic and plutocratic. I gave him both 10% admin, aggressive expansion impact. What do you think about that? I'm like, well, neat. Thanks. I don't know why he felt the need to buff them, but free AE impact, nice. We just picked up a total of... There's a slight bug with my UI. The Golden Era doesn't quite display this thing as well. Looks a little weird now. Whatever. It's fine. It's just the missing top bar. Also, it was really bothering Harb that this was saying 9999, so I fixed that. And now it properly shows this. Yep, so if you're playing the Beyond Typus beta, there's a channel on their Discord, which, let me plug their Discord again, just in case you would like to try this mod out. You do have to sign up for the beta, and there's no guarantee that they'll like let everyone play the beta that wants to. But here's a link to join their Discord if you'd like. If you do get into the beta, you need to pretty much check their beta channel every day, because they're like constantly pushing new updates, testing new things, wanting feedback, that kind of stuff. So since yesterday, he added in that AE impact -10. Can't see where he put it in plutocratic, but he told me he put it in aristocratic and plutocratic. Which is strange, because I feel like it's monarchies that need the most help, not plutocracies. Monarchies don't generate nearly enough government reform progress. Although that's a little bit better than I remember it being. 1.07 a month is not bad. Especially considering I have 67% average. Do I really? Do I really? That's the autonomy map mode. So icky. Granted, it's mostly trade company stuff over here. And it's not my fault. It's just the rebels, sir. Would like to get rid of some of these galleys. I only did them for the mission. I try to like sell them off in groups of 5 to like Albania or something. Take these galleys from me. He wants 4 fewer. Best I can do is 2 or 3. Take them. Just take them. Take them even if you don't want them. Tarnovo, you take them. No one wants them. Damn it. You guys are pretending like you're acting like they're heavies or something. Okay, governing capacity is at 270. We could bump stab. That would also help out. Gotta get rid of strong duchies. Hey, we have tier 4. This might allow an opportunity. Oh, this will be good. Yeah, diplomat, all states loyalty, +5. Probably gotta be the 5 loyalty equilibrium, because that really almost fixes stuff. How quickly will you be above 40? 4% divided by 0.28 per month. Look, I gotta take the, I take the diplomat. Maybe the Ottomans want them. I think this disaster's gonna fire. I don't think I can stop it. Not without selling land. Sucks. We're not losing money as soon as the corruption's gone, at least. And we have 4 whole regulars. Wow. One last check. There's nothing else in this list that's going to drop off, right? You just need a random event. In the next, like, 6 or 7 months. Otherwise, we're going to have problems. Ooh. You could justify a trade conflict against the Mamluks. That's interesting. I don't want land at all. I'm way too over, but trade conflict is interesting CB against the Mamluks. Just based on blockade ports. Or is this one? This one appears to have better numbers, so I think this is not the one I fabricated. I think this is the one I fabricated. Weird. We'll see. TB Kia, thank you for your sub. Me down to 97. If I sell titles right now, The burgers will go to over 40%, which means they're only going to get 1% per month, which means I have 7 months. We're in the 5th month. 7 months plus 5 months is 12 months. The 12th month puts us firmly past the very first influence modifier from Summon Diet, which expires November 9th of this year. I will be ahead by 1 month. They lose 5 influence. If at the same time I can also get the nobles loyal enough that I can revoke something, I can get rid of supremacy over the crown. There's another 10. I'm pretty sure that we're within spitting distance of maybe not having the disaster. Maybe. But it really slows down the whole get high crown land thing. But also, I get a lot of money. Also, I have 3 diplomats doing nothing. Whoops. Guess we just continue to curry favor with our allies. Reason we're not supporting air here? We're never going to catch up if we don't just constantly support air. These Cossacks are really mad. The problem with selling titles, though, is that the Dynatoi gain 4.4% crown land. They get half of that amount in influence. So I don't need them to be at 91.4 loyalty. I need them to be at 91.4 plus half of 4.4. 1.4 plus 2.2. They have to be at all the way up to 83 loyalty. Muscovy wants us to join a war. I mean, okay. Yes. And by joint war, I mean I'm just gonna stand here and drill. Like, dude, a Great Horde is kind of small. Ugh, they're... Wait. What? War stops progress. Why? Oh yeah, the very bottom of that, at peace.
It's just the rebels.
I totally knew that was a thing. It's been, like, not very long since I first got this game. I learned how to play, like, a week ago. I know the rules. Just solve the problem by going to war. Right, obviously. Derp. It's okay. It's still early in the day. I'm nauseous. I'm nauseous from the drug, remember? So you gotta go easy on me. And I'm new here. I only have a few hours. 10,902. So I don't know very much, okay? You can't just jump down my throat every time I don't understand a mechanic perfectly. Although, in my defense, the fact that I don't remember that that's a thing just goes to show how little of a threat disasters from the estates really are. They're just, like, pretty much irrelevant most of the time. Alright, cool, let's get rid of these guys. I mean, the trader's not bad, but yeah, let's just get rid of them both. I've been paying for this level 3 guy for a while, and he's pricey. I don't want to pay for him. We want to go budget mode. Depot advisors. Missionary strength guy, sure. Diplo rep guy, sure. We are a massive 10 years ahead of time on both admin and diplotech, and already at 700 plus points in both categories with a cap of about 1100. So, we don't have an admiral. We're going to want to get an admiral. 2 maneuver is okay. Wouldn't it be nice if, like, hiring admirals gave yearly, gave 1 naval tradition or something? Like, there's just something that you got for hiring and, like, rolling extras. It'd be nice. Centralize more. Yeah, I think we started it everywhere, though. We're centralizing in every state we're able to. You can only do it once every 5 years. You can actually see the progress right here. That many days left. 1,200 days. About 4 years till we can do it again. Okay, so we'll just chill on this war until, you know... Well, our overextension's gone, and then we'll probably cancel the... Maybe I don't have to sell Crown Land. Maybe the problem will just sort of sort itself out. Yeah, the November month came and went, so the nobles lost 5 influence also. And they are actually trending straight to 100. So eventually I can just revoke that thing. Influential trading family. Sure. Any other monarch points we can spend per month that makes sense? Get an extra missionary. Increase institution spread that is irrelevant. It would be good to get the second missionary, and maybe instead of revoking all of the trade companies, we do it like a couple at a time. That seems like a good way to do it. Province has exactly the state has exactly 2 provinces. Yeah, I think we're gonna abandon these 2 trade companies. That's already Orthodox. I can't convert it from Orthodox from Sunni if it's not Orthodox. What? If it's not Sunni, I can't do what I want to do. Ideally, we don't want to do too much coring until after we have our 3rd idea group. The plan is to go for administrative ideas next, which I just want to point out how interesting this is. Like, 10,000, almost 11,000 hours in the game. You know I love innovative offensive espionage. But look at this interesting Beyond Typus beta and what idea groups it's made look appealing. It's just kind of neat that, like, it's different, you know? And the 3rd idea group's not going to be innovative. It's going to be administrative. We need administrative specifically because we want to lower the cost to click the expand administration click. We also get 10% governing capacity flat modifier, which is, or additive modifier, which is great. Admin tech cost is fine. Monthly autonomy change is great. Works really well with the current autonomy and government governing capacity like system. That cost is fine. And then core creation cost minus 25 plus the policy with a risk to accord ideas. We're going to have a total of minus 30% core creation cost on top of our minus 20%, so minus 50% core creation cost, taking the 10-year base core time for non-accepted cultures down to just 5 years, which is still 2 years slower than vanilla. We should probably just do our war with Venice. We don't have to worry about Muscovy like randomly canceling the war when I'm not paying attention, and then 2 months going by and the disaster firing. So let's see, if we attack the Knights, I can't isolate Hungary. Hungary, why are you allying all of the people that I want to murder? Are you the defender of the Catholic faith? Is that what's happening? You are. That's awkward. Do you want to attack Wallachia with me? You do. Well, let's do that then. Or maybe we can just attack Montenegro. I don't really like how your subjects don't fabricate claims unless you take the time to mark provinces as vital interest as the overlord. It's a lot of extra micro to control claim generation. Like, they should just want land because they want land. And then they should also want land when you tell them what land you want, but... Speaking of Anatolia, on my last run, I face tanked greater than over 100% overextension for the entire core creation time. I remember Herbivore saying that he removed all of the bad events for being over 100% overextension. And then I did a test run, like, as Venice not too long ago, and I could swear I was getting, like, the plus 15 Rebel, plus 15 Unrest, or 15 Years of Separatism or whatever. So I don't know. I'm confused by the feedback I've gotten on it.
Rebels, sir. They're here.
More Rebels, sir. Yeah, you got him too? Maybe he forgot to... Herbivore does have a tendency to, like, come up with great ideas and, like, have things that he wants to do, and then he forgets to win merge that into his depository? No. What's it called? Depot? Depot? The thing? What's with the top bar? It's broke. It breaks in the golden era. So the vanilla, like the top bar is normally blue, and there's no top bar available for whatever reason while you're in golden era. I don't know. Repository, that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. You guys are so great. You know what I'm trying to say. You know. You know. Oh, hey, we have shipyards. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just have infinite ships. No. Ironically, shipyards don't give ships. What? Naval arsenal. That gives naval horsemen. Okay. But shipyards, they give 0.02 dev points, and they're only 47 gold. That's, like, real good. Also makes ships build quicker. If we can build this in the ye olde capital, we already have a pretty significant reduction to recruitment time from the double expand infrastructure, and we're about to do a third one. Ships will be at minus 34 plus another 10 from the expand infrastructure plus another 10 from the building, so minus like 55% ship construction speed here. Neat. That's neat. Nature. It prioritized building it in Athens. I think I want to force all of them in the capital state. Because the capital state is where I'm the most likely to run the encourage development edict. So I just like get the most value out of the 0.02 base development growth. Alright, I need to be careful with peace deals happening. Maybe Diplo points are just gonna go into promote mercantilism right now. Like I don't have anything to spend them on, and I don't want to just randomly roll admirals. Culture conversion? We do have a bunch of unaccepted culture. The Serbians do smell a little funny if you look at them closely. And I really like how it doesn't take like 300 months like it does in vanilla. Let's see, what are the actual effects of having a non-accepted culture? Increases unrest. Unrest, if it is positive, also increases autonomy. So there's two effects in here that both affect autonomy change. Yeah, this Serbian province is at 94% autonomy and not really changing much. Yep. Get rid of them. It will ruin relations with Serbia. Bah. Only minus 30. That costs 10 Diplo. Great. Who's just gonna piss off? Just Tarnovo? He can handle it. It's fine. Yep, there are no limit to the amount of accepted cultures. I mean, you could accept them, but why? There is an argument to not want to have a large number of different accepted cultures. Did you know that whenever a new ruler is advisor is created, if they're not created from an event or from like an estate click or something, that, like, say you have 3 possible advisors in the admin category and there are only 2 available, so it determines it needs to create a new one on the monthly tick. All that it does is just roll a die and say, okay, 83% chance that they're Greek, 4% chance that they're Arvanite, 2% chance that they're this, 3% chance that they're this, whatever. So, argument for only having a couple accepted cultures and, you know, doing some casual genocide is any source of advisor costs of ruler's culture or advisor's cost of ruler's religion can be a much stronger modifier if you've got a unified culture group. Also, I have on the clergy click, so we have religious culture. Oh. This gives us the religious society when there are direct culture and religion, and it gives us heretic culture. Culture conversion cost -10. We'll get a lot of Serbian provinces, true, and then we're going to convert them all, because apparently I have too many diplo points. For good measure, why don't we do a couple mercantilism clicks? We could cheat and just go straight all the way to 100 mercantilism, but we decided not to do that, because cheating. Final core is done. We're not going to click this. I'm not going to sell titles if I don't need to. And we're just going to hopefully stall this disaster out until the Dynatoi creep above 86, and then we'll revoke. Oh, I really want to get rid of strong duchies too, but supremacy of the crown first. And if that fixes the issue with the nobles, or sorry, the burghers, then we'll be great. Or we could just wait till they trend above 60. If they get above 60, it also fixes the problem. Local traders demand aid. No. No aid for you. Take the capital to 60, hold Ev. Boom. Expand infrastructure for a massive... These things, additively stacking for the 3rd time. Does it not just give a full summary of all of the effects? Of course not. Well, whatever it says there times 3. We have 6 extra possible buildings. By the way, Artemis, there's a slight issue with this UI version when you've got a lot of building slots, and you also have an estuary that does this. A little weird. A little weird, man. You broke it. I didn't break it. You broke it. Local traders demand... No, I said. No aid.
Just the rebels, sir.
Dude, Tarnovo, you have way more rebels than the other guys do. Cool, the Cossacks aren't mad anymore. They're not happy enough to give us Cav cost discount, but we should now be back up to... That is so spooky. Back up to 35% Cav combat. Nice. Trebizond disappeared since yesterday. Yeah. It had to happen at some point. Almost done with aristocratic ideas. About to get a guaranteed siege pip. Soon, we're going to have money. And we're going to be able to, like, build monuments and stuff. It's going to be great. Yeah, I wonder how much they actually trend to. It doesn't tell you when it's above 100, it just says 100. But they probably trend above 100. We seized land and we still trend to 100. Port Ideas really solves that issue. Ooh, that's surprising. For some reason, they didn't want to vote for... Oh, never mind. There's a new guy on the Polish throne. It's not... We missed the 3rd election. The Catholic Neapolitan man. I feel like it should... It doesn't tell you that, like, you stop supporting air. Like, it should just keep doing it, you know? Anyway, our new guy is only a 220. which is really bad, but there's something funny to me about constantly having our king on the throne of Poland. We'll keep pushing for it. So Brandenburg's the emperor now. Incoming Prussia. Bow, bow, now, bow, bow, now. Merchants. Just the merchants, sir. Well, hey, 10 more loyalty with them is good. Not enough to push them all the way to 60, but they... If we were at peace, they would only be progressing at 0.5 a month, so we have 5 months. And it looks like we're about to be at peace. Unless we declare our own war, which is probably what I'm going to do. But I'm only... very close. 85.2. I'm going to be able to revoke this soon. Can I just... Is there like an easier way to add all of these modifiers up? Like, can I just use this to calculate it? At best, if they were at 100 loyalty, this would give reduced inflation cost minus 50. Instead, it's giving 27.1 out of 50. And they have 54.39 loyalty. I think they might be very, very close to 100 influence right now. No, 111, darn. Damn. Even if I revoke supremacy, it's not quite enough. I know what I can do. Just get rid of my 30 development capital.
Over 9,000!
That'll work. -10 in September? Did I miss that? What year are we in? Oh, we're in 97 already. Yeah, okay. Hominis Novae. Okay. Wait, September's in a month. You see, there was nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. It was never a problem. We're gonna see how close we can get. Let's get it to like 99.5. Fabian! 133 months. What? That's a third of the way to 200, man. Like a third of the way past 100 toward 200 is what I mean. I can count. It's 2/3 of the way to... You know what I meant. Dynatoy. Ooze. Influence. Alright, let's get rid of supremacy over the crown. Also, because they just lost that influence, I can get rid of strong duchies. We probably just stay over the relationship limit now. Getting rid of strong duchies will help out by getting rid of the governing capacity to -15. Nice. And the gold mine actually lose autonomy now. 0.16 per month. Sweet. We're making money. Let's attempt to centralize the state a bit by running the thing. It's literally called centralized state, I think. No, it's not. Yeah, no, centralization effort. We're going to try to centralize. How come I'm not getting prompted to do missionary thing? Did I turn on auto missionary maybe? Must have. 2.2% per month. We already have the missionary strength advisor. 2 diplo points a month. That's kind of not very many. Get a second missionary. Alright, so there is still a disaster. Nope. Nope. We did it. We survived. Easy. Alright, so what are we waiting for? What do we need to actually click the Purple Phoenix? I need to have 10 docks and 10,000 max sailors. We're at 7,075 at the moment. Docks require nothing, we just have to build them. I have, currently, none. Well, let's build some docks. Ooh. Don't think I can afford to say no to this click. Okay, should we just do it? Just seize, and then just I want the Cossacks, you know? What is the max building slots now? I have no idea. A lot? I have 14. I can make 14 buildings here. Let's see, in theory, 1 trade building, 1 dry dock, 1 naval base, 1 grand shipyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You could easily get, like, you could honestly have, like, 25 buildings in a province. It's a lot. We gotta turn on the Cossacks. It's just too important to me, you know?
It's just the rebels. They're here.
Ah, whatever. Of course they're gonna rebel. When they're the ones I'm giving stuff to, you know? We're going to establish them. Only 5% land ownership, unfortunately, now. But they're established. I did it. I can have 1 whole Cossack. They cost 41.4 gold to hire. But he's gonna be so good! Also, while they're mad, they increase the cost of cabs, so we should wait till they're not mad. That's ticking down, so no disaster allowed, thank you. Any privileges that make sense to turn on with the nobles? The nobles are totally under control now. Like, we have no bad privileges. We started off with 6 awful privileges. But they're all gone. Eventually I want this. Might make sense. I almost never use this privilege. But getting up to potentially 10% land maintenance modifier. Land maintenance modifier does affect mercs, right? So when most of our army's mercs, it'd be kind of nice to have that. I don't like the diplomat thing. I don't want strong duchies anymore. I'll eventually turn this back on once the burghers aren't a problem. Oh, we can finally turn on military advisor discount. That's pretty reasonable. We don't have Dynatoy in officer corps yet. Make generals 10% cheaper and reserve another 0.5 army tradition decay. That's very good. We already have noble officers -1. 0.4 from innovativeness, so we're at negative 1.5 plus another 0.5 from this privilege takes us to negative 2%. So we only have 3% base decay while also having 1.5 yearly. So 1.5 out of 50 or out of 3. We trend toward 50 army tradition that way. Pretty good. Can you make a sandwich? For you? Why do you need a sandwich? Do I risk summoning a diet and then satisfying the Cossacks to instantly make them happy and putting the burghers back to like 95 influence, or is that's crazy, right? You just not click that button. That button's dangerous. Poland wants to kill Wallachia. I was gonna call Hungary into a war to do that, actually. It is kind of hilarious that he's calling us into this war, because I think he did this once already, and I'm just gonna go occupy the provinces he wants and then not transfer them to me. Which is exactly what happened last time, and he's just like, fine, I'll just white peace. Now that we're at war, I feel a little bit maybe better about summoning died again. Because I gotta get my Cossack, you know? It'll be fine. Do admin dev in the step crap hole. Only 10 loyalty, but we also get some prestige. Okay. I mean, it's relatively cheap, sure. Is there anywhere else that we could expand administration? Also, if I needed to, I could. We could use exploit dev to continue to help out with governing capacity issues. What was I going to do? Wanted to sort by total dev. Yeah, Adirn, Macedonia, Athens. If these haven't been expanded infrastructures yet, we want to... What's the next closest? 13? Thebes? That's pretty far away. Probably want to wait for workshop and canal before doing any dev there. So until then, probably just keep spending dev points in the capital. Although, colonialism is going to spawn in about 2 years, so I should stockpile dev points. Looking to see if we could centralize more states. I'm pretty sure I checked. You just go to this tab, tab 9, and then look for the little house. So, I've been checking. Over here, you can also see the progress. About 400 days, we've got 5 states that are centralized. Or centralizing, that we can centralize again. Although we're getting awfully close to that admin point cap. We can change focus. We've been focused on admin, which gives... this. I do like the monthly development points, but, oh, interesting. I think this used to give monthly reform progress plus 20%. Now it gives monthly reform progress 0.1. Gives it flat, regardless of your actual average autonomy. Also, base value 0.4. Okay, right. Harb was talking about how he was going to split the formula for generating government reform progress so that it was half dependent on the autonomy of your country and just half was just going to be base. But I think we were talking about it, and the base 0.4 and the base administrative power focus 0.1, those are completely unaffected by the additive 20%, 25%, 8.8%, and 20%. Miss out on that, but it looks like overall we're still generating more total points, so it's a win. Oh, interesting. It looks like he also nerfed this. This used to be multiplicative. This one used to show up at the bottom of that, and it multiplied against all of the additive sources. It was really strong on republics, because they would start with like plus 100% from Republican tradition, and then, I mean, you could get like 2.5 reform progress per month as a republic. Why I keep saying that monarchies are like in the worst place right now. Remember to dev the caustic province one more time? It's already been done. I did it twice. They're happy. They be happy. Alright, well there's the finisher for aristocratic. How awesome would it be if the yearly absolutism plus 0.5 could work behind the scenes for the next 100 years and just, even though we get no effect from the absolutism, just, if there were capacity for it, were absolutism enabled, it would like, you know, come the third era, we would just start at 50. How cool would that be? Awesome. Be Omega strong. It'd be like a reasonable feature of that idea group. Because otherwise, like, the practical effect of yearly absolutism 0.5 is negligible. Here's what really happens. 1610 rolls around, Age of Absolutism starts, within 10 years you instantly go to your cap, and then the yearly absolutism plus 0.5 does basically nothing, except for insulate you from random, like, it allows you to, like, lower autonomy or something, raise autonomy. What am I doing? Free policy. More loyalty with the nobles. They now trend to 11,000. Pretty good. bum. Yeah, that's right, Serbians. Converted our culture, -30, but it'll come back at 1.7 per year. So, soon they'll forget all about the genocide. The Romanians are somewhat aromatic. Money. I like money. I like money. What is the best building right now? I feel like shipyards are the best building. You get flat trade power. You get shipbuilding time, which we're not using, but... And then dev points, 0.02. There's no other building at this price point that gives 0.02 dev points. I think they're all 0.01. Oh, I probably do want a college, though, in the capital. Let's save cash and build a college in the capital province. Oh, also we have courthouses. Yeah, no, I need courthouses. I need every single building. I need workshops. I need... Nah, I don't need constabulators. I need courthouses. I would love to have an extra just 1,500 gold laying around so I can give the march bonuses to all 3 of our marches. In case you missed it in the middle of the stream yesterday, I just want to point this out again. Read that tooltip. This building, these 3 buildings in particular in the influence section, they're designed to be built in subject capitals. And it's not local fort maintenance -50 or local fort defense +20. It's fort maintenance -50. Fort defense +20. If you build this in your subject's capital, they just get permanent -50% fort maintenance globally on top of whatever march bonuses they have. So suddenly this guy's fort maintenance will be none. You know? Right now he pays 1.27 gold a month for his forts. And it would pretty much go to 0. But I don't have any money for that. Can't build it. Also, since yesterday, manufactories got nerfed and buffed. They used to give goods produced +100. At one point, they gave local dev points 0.08. Now they're only 0.03. I think they were giving 0.03 yesterday. But so the base price went from 500 gold to 300 gold, and the local goods modifier went from 100 to 50. So half of the goods produced benefit, but only 60% of the cost. I also need to build 10 docks for the mission. That's actually surprisingly a higher priority for me. Oh, foreign fleet can get removed with that too. That's so good. Foreign fleet's the... Oh, never mind. Foreign fleet's not that big of a deal. But whatever. We'll build more docks. We got 1 dock coming in the capital. Well, let's just queue another 9 docks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 2 more. Did we get the occupations up here? I want to transfer these to Tarnovo. That's hilarious. Poland called us into this war because he wants that land, and our subject is just gonna sit on it all. Perfect. Why did he call us into this war? He should have known I was gonna do that. Oh. A room for 1 more troop. Now that the Cossacks are loyal, I want to hire the Cossack cavalry. Now we only cost 34.3. And as soon as we get to like 40 force limit... No, I need to get the Cossacks to have more influence. Also, I think there's a higher tier privilege you can turn on after the first. We can expand it. And that also gives them 5 crown land directly. So maybe the next siege... Honestly, I'll just grant him another one. Oh, also recruit for each owned steppe province up to 5 Cossack cavalry. Oh. Yes, please. 3 favors, yeah. Yay, genocide. We need to change the sound effect for that. The sound effect for culture conversion is just way too polite. It should be like I don't know. Something funnier. Like that one trombone sound from Jeopardy or something. Bum 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 bum. Wow. This is all sad because they are no longer their culture. Can I continue to culture convert? Did I just get rid of the Aromanians? There's only 14 dev. What is this culture group anyway? I should kill them. They don't belong here. They're perfectly accepted. I don't care. Go away. What's the worst that could happen? Nothing. Yeah, I'm looking for this, and then also there's Arvanite. What's the deal with Arvanite? I don't understand these words. They just need everyone that's the wrong religion and wrong culture and stuff needs to go away. Way too many admin points. Guess we're gonna take admin tech 9 years early without embracing colonialism. Maybe take it in January. Normally, I'd be incentivized to like wait until an AI is competing for the innovativeness before taking it, but because you only have 120 days to get the innovativeness out of it, I like taking it as soon as you possibly can, so that I get the innovativeness and none of the AI do. Like they're gonna be very hard pressed to get it this early. You get 10 governing capacity, 2 production efficiency, and 3 admin efficiency. Just 901 admin points. Whatever. Slovakia has accepted peace with Poland. Montenegro will cede stuff to me. Oh, Montenegro. Oh. Shouldn't that have gone to Serbia? Poland, are you mad? You got nothing. Second time in a row. The rise of Antwerp is the thing. Let's just bump trust with Poland. Also, Austria is not the emperor, so they're significantly less valuable to us than they used to be, but Hungary is upset. Very upset. They really, really, really don't like that I... Oh, right, because I took Srem rather than taking that. So now they have an isolated province. That was just bad order. Let's just console fix this. I just did it in the wrong order. And I have enough favors to do it over the next couple months. Excusey. Excusey. I gave it back. Fine, I gave it back. Yeah, I gave it back. Also, he's upset about these ones. He might still just break the alliance. No. See, he's fine. He just really didn't like having his land isolated. I guess I do just core these rather than give them to Serbia. Because we have 20 some years ahead of time. 19 years at a time on Eben. Womp womp. Alright, let's try this again, Hungary. Give Podrinji first. And don't go to like negative 11,000. Yeah, once your subject province is negative 30. No big deal. See, it's no big deal. Excuse me. Oh, the plutocratic coup is building up again. No, it's not. The discrepancy between this alert with the red fire symbol and the fact that it's actually going down is really funny. +1 per month. Just kidding. -1 per month. Cossack independence? Yeah. Cossacks aren't going to get independent. Centralized state is complete. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Nice. Let's do more of it. 20 admin. 2 admin. 12 admin. 20 admin. And pretty inexpensive. What are the missionaries up to? Are they almost done? Do you actually have any progress? Like, are you making progress? An alliance is yet again breaking. NCM is allied to Hungarian rival Austria. Consider provinces of your land to be vital interest. Well, I don't have to, like, want your stuff. Are you okay now? Okay, like, chill out, dude. Need more docks. I think I need one more after that. Holy crap, those missionaries are expensive. 4 gold a month. Damn. Any chance we can turn on the thing so they stop costing so damn much? Well, it's already minus 53%, but also the prestige was useful. Could start slowly biting little pieces out of these marches. I'd still prefer to wait for the next idea group, though. I mean, it's another 30% core creation cost, but technically, if we don't have in this tooltip, if we don't have events, province defections, provinces developed by Overlord in the red, coming back at a rate of 0.1 per month, we're missing out on that decay rate that we could be benefiting from. So even if I just seize like a 3 dev province, it's probably good. Unless we don't want to for like roleplay reasons or something. You give Tarnovo its last province. Oh, fine. Fine. Yeah, they only need this last province, and then they can click their big button. Although they're going to need help getting their provinces to 15 dev. They're not going to be nearly smart enough to get them all to 15 on their own. Let's take a closer look at this mission tree, though. Like, what do they actually get? The province, that is, developed to 220. Does the thing. Sozopolis becomes the new capital. Then they can do these things and get raid station. Price of incense goes up. Build a center for kids who can't read good. All owned provinces have a temple. That's a bit excessive. 6 forts. Enables the Bulgarian hill fortifications as state privilege. Too bad they're a subject and they won't turn it on. Have the great project tier 2. And they get 200 development points. Become Bulgaria. Obtain even more missions. Silk production. I don't know. Are you guys invested? Do you want to try to help this little pseudo Bulgaria out? What is the actual requirement for him to form Bulgaria? So here's my rationale. Part of it, I feel like because of the autonomy overhaul and the governing capacity overhaul, it really incentivizes you to have more subjects, like long-term subjects. That kind of incentivizes keeping him around. But I don't think we keep 3 up here. As much as I like Skanderbeg, you know, clay. That's clay that we could have instead of them having it. I can offer knowledge to Novgorod. Wait. I shouldn't, though, because within 6 months we could potentially get knowledge from somebody else. But 3 gold a month, hell yeah. $20 admin. Nice. 7.5 gold a month is sweet. We're actually making a profit. I want to click this. Can't afford to. What are their ideas? Carnovo's? Carnovo has opted to take 3 whole trade ideas. A little odd, considering that we divert their trade. Yeah, Tarnovo with their 40% trade power modifier here is give all their trade power to us. They may have taken that ID group while they were disloyal or something. That doesn't seem like a very standard subject-oriented idea group. And Serbia went for defensive. So these two are playing like proper support, proper subjects. The Lovechur traditions give them fire damage received -10, morale of armies +10, fort defense +20. They have very good ideas. Probably on par with Albania. Isn't gonna surprise me, is it? It might. It might. Hopefully the institution spawns right in January, so we can potentially buy it from someone, although we probably don't have trade range to, like, Castile and England. I'd have to wait for them to sell to someone else first. Our new Byzantine dude is a 4-3. That's the second election I missed. Oh, right, I can change my national focus. Unfocused feels like the best option right now. We're pretty far away from the next idea group. I mean, it's the next tech, but I'm 19 years ahead of time on tech. I can't even save enough points to be able to click this. Like, probably 5 or 10 years. So I think we just do no focus. And that gives us advisor cost -10 and all estates loyalty +5, which hopefully helps. When can we attack the Ottomans? We have a truce with the Ottomans until 1502. What I'm supposed to be doing right now is I am making progress. I'm building docks, which is increasing sailors max, which is almost getting this done. And then the only thing stopping us really from Purple Phoenix swapping out the tier 1 reform for a much better reform and the ability to make in vanilla they're called Pronoirs, I think, but in Beyond Typus they're called Coropalate subjects. Coropalate subjects. We want that. We just have to attack Venice. So, why don't we just do that? Right, Hungary was being Defender of the Faith, and I was trying to still revoke stuff from them. I think we're losing the alliance to Hungary after this next revoke. Next favor turn. After a long time, I finally returned every single corps to Serbia. Everything he managed to do, pretty much, got undone. Nice. Hungary is not allied to Poland. We don't have any issue with that. Yeah, we just dump Poland. Just dump Hungary. They only have 16k troops. And we're over the relationship limit anyway. Be ideal if I could rival them so I could break that royal marriage, though. How much did that affect our reform progress? Sorry, which part? We're getting 0.99 per month. What, Neander, what did I do that was affecting progress? Confused now. Oh, right, because we lost admin focus. So we are getting 0.99. I think we're getting like 1.12 or like 1.15, something like that. Remember, the base value is unaffected by the additive modifiers. So it was literally just raw. I have to imagine it was actually just 0.09 that we lost. Because base 0.4 plus base 0.1 times 0.9. Byzantine reform autocracy. Another dock. Should be the last one. Do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 11. Oh. 1. I am already at 10. I think we want to get rid of this. 15% manpower's okay, but I don't actually want them to be exempt from Sea's land. My ideal estate land, like, orientation right now would be mostly clergy or mostly Cossacks. Mostly clergy would give us much stronger clerical education. Heck, I'd even take mostly burghers just for the extra trade power from this. Actually, that one's mostly scaled to loyalty. I'm thinking of this one. That's not turned on. That's better for republics anyway. What's my diplomat doing? He's declaring war on Venice. That's what he's doing. We need to take all that. Let's just double check it real quick. I need all of this, and I need to take Cyprus. Did you know out of the Empire yet? Yes. We don't have to fight Hungary in many, many wars, but perhaps it'd be easier to have Hungary be part of the Cyprus War, and then I can isolate him from Venice. And then Venice is just going to be like Tuscany, Venice. Pretty easy, pretty quick. Alright, let's unmothball the ships. Send them to the capital, get them repaired. For some reason my light ships are just chilling there. They're not actually protecting trade. I don't know why. And there are only 9 of them, even though I have 35 naval force limit. Which feels very weird. I just have had no money. Build ships. Also, I have way too many damn galleys and stuff. Hey, Albania, you want to buy transports, right? The ships are damaged. Well, you're not wrong, but you have to say it with such an attitude, you know? Like, you could try being polite. There goes 3 of them, good. Alright, I want at least a little bit of hull strength on the galleys, but the transports can actually stay mothballed, so that we're not paying too much for being over the naval force limit. Like one of the missionaries may have finished. I should revoke another trade company province. Like, say, this one. Was that the Burgundian succession? It was. And the Burgundian successions... No, the diet's probably... Or the incident's probably going to happen, but Brandenburg, the new emperor, just got Burgundy fully as a vassal. It went to the emperor. No war with France, at least not yet. I think it should happen. More Arvanite to kill? Sure. Why not? Alright, it's been over an hour and a half, almost. So the Flashy's been doing this. And I've ignored it successfully for 30 minutes. But I'm going to put a cut in here if you're watching on YouTube. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next episode.